In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to send email in PHP. In order to send email in PHP, there are total 3 types of methods. One is you can use the built-in mail function that PHP gives. Another one is you can use any library, for example PHP mailer or Swift mailer. You can use any API, for example SendGrid or Mailgun, etc. I will not suggest to use the built-in mail function because there are some features like you cannot do many things easily there. So I will suggest using the library or API. Personally, I recommend to use the library, and I use PHP mailer. And PHP mailer is probably the most popular PHP library to send email. So these are the methods. So I will show you how to send email using PHP mailer. And in the PHP latest version 8.2 or PHP previous version 8.1 or 7.4, in any version you can easily send email using the PHP mailer. I will test and show you using the PHP version 8.2. Another one is, in order to save email testing, I will use a third-party mail trap. This mail trap server will give me the flexibility to check if an email is going or not. So it will provide me a sample SMTP information, server information, and also give me a nice inbox where I can see if email is coming or not. I can use the mail trap from my local server too, so I do not need to upload my project into web server to test the email. So this is very useful. And in order to work with the PHP mailer, as it is the most popular code for sending email for PHP, you can easily go to the GitHub and use their documentation. I am going there, so you will understand. I am going to copy this one from here. Now I am going into my project here. I am going to paste it, and into PHP mailer you will see that this is the GitHub package for the PHP mailer. So here they tell you how you can use this PHP mailer in your project. You see that this is including PHP 8.2. So this is very useful, and they always update their codes, so this will be very helpful for you. So I am going to install the latest package, and I am sure the latest package will be compatible with PHP 8.2. Here they tell you to add the system, how you can install or add. You can download this as a zip file, but I am not going to do that. I am going to copy this, and using the composer I will install this in my PC. So here I am going to my project folder PHP practice. Here I am going to open my CMD. By using the CMD command, I have opened my command prompt, and here just I paste it that I copied from there, and then press enter. Then the package will be installed. PHP mailer is going to be installed in this folder. So installation is done, and you see that a vendor folder is there. So all the codes for the PHP mailer is here, and you will see that this is the PHP mailer package. Okay, so all the codes are given here, everything is here. Now what I will do, using the PHP mailer is very easy. Now my code is this. Here I am going to call this one, and now here I will use the code. They tell us how we can use it. If you go to the bottom, a simple example is given here, so you can easily get all the codes from here and test if the email is sent or not. In my case, I also have done the same thing. Here I have written how to use PHP mailer, so I am going to copy the things from here, and in the top I am going to paste it. So this is, so you will have to call like this, use PHP mailer class like this, PHP mailer, and I will use SMTP, so I am going to call SMTP. If you do not use the SMTP, you can just avoid this, but I will use the SMTP. And these are the codes. The mail equal to new PHP mailer. I am going to create an object that is mail of this class, PHP mailer class. I have created an object here, and after that what I will go to add this. You see that this is actually the main code block, so I am going to copy it. After creating object, I call this code block. If the email is sent successfully, the echo will be here and message has been sent. This message will be shown in front of me, and if there is any error happens here when I will go to send the email, then the error message will come using this. This is exception, and here I will write all the object codes and all the functions I will call using this object that is into the PHP mailer class. So let's do that. I am going to copy these settings, simple, and I am going to paste it into my try block. So here let's see. You see that here smtp mailtrap.io, from where I am going to get I am going to open the mailtrap.io. So you will just go in this website, you will sign up here using your email address. So I am going to sign up, I am going to sign in here. After sign up, as I have already an account there, after you log in here, you will see an inbox in this case, and you will see here show credentials options. You can always reset your credential. If you reset, then you will get the new user and new password. So okay, they give us this information, the host port. You see that the mailtrap.io, you can also integrate it with all other things. For example, Cake PHP, Coordinator, Laravel 7 Plus, PHP Mailer. So for all other language, C#, okay, Java, Node.js, Python, for everything you have the they have the code. If you want to select this one, you see that the code is here for the Coordinator framework. If you go to the Fuel PHP, the code is like this. If you go to Laravel, then you will see that this is the code. If you go to Python, Django, you will see that the configuration file is like this. So this is very useful. Okay, so I am going to check the smtp mailtrap.io. This is actually the smtp host name that I will have to put here. Mail host equal to, here you will have to give this name. If you upload the project into your web server, then your web server's SMTP you will have to give here. So here I am going to use the SMTP authentication. So this will be this true, you do not need to change it, and I am going to use the SMTP. So here I call is SMTP. If you do not use the SMTP to send email, so you can avoid this, but as I am going to use it, so I have to call this function. Here is the SMTP username, SMTP password that you will get here. This one and this one I already put that from get that from here and put it here. SMTP secure, you will have to give it TLS, but if you need to give it any other things, for example SSL, you can also use that. There is a mail port that is 2525, or alternately they can they give you can use 587 or 25 or anyone, so no problem, I can also use the 587. Now I am going to give here set from. So from which mail this email will be sent. So this is the from email address, and add address means to where the email is going to be sent. So the receiver email address you will have to give here. Add reply to, there are other fields, you know, when we send email there are reply to form field, so that email you can set here. Also you can add CC, add BCC if you want. Okay, and add attachment. If you want to attach any file with the email, first time I am not going to attach anything. So is HTML means if the email will be sent in HTML format, so I give it this. If you put this is HTML then you can just use any type of HTML tags inside the body. So this is very helpful. Here is the email subject and test body. Here I am going to put something, for example test subject, and here I am going to put something like test body for email. Okay, I give something like that. So after everything is set up, you can easily send email using the mail send this function, then the message will be sent. So let's try to check it if it is working. If I go here in my project, I go to press enter. So you may have to wait for some times depending on your internet, because it is going to send the email to the mail trap using the local server. So for web server, when you will work on the web server, this will not take actually too much time, but in the local server it can take some more times to send email. And if your internet is very slow, then it can be also timeout, so become careful about it. Let's check here. No email comes yet. Now you see that after waiting for some time, the message has been sent. Now if I go to the mail tab, you see that the test subject comes. If I click here, you see that the test subject comes. From where it comes, contact@example.com. This was actually the from email, and to was this. If you go here, you will see that we set up contact, and to add address was this. That means to. And also there, if you go to see the headers, in the header you will see more information. For example, the reply to address, then CC, BCC, etc. address, etc. information you will get here. So this is the test body for email that I sent as an email. This one is test body for email. Now with the email, if you want to see to attach any file, so here I am going to call in the uploads folder. I will give a folder. For example, here I create a folder uploads, and in my uploads folder I will bring something. For example, I am going to bring sample images into there, the plain photo. For example, this photo I am going to copy, and in the uploads folder I am going to paste it, plain.jpg. okay, so plain.jpg is the file name. So here I call uploads plain.jpg, and when it will show to the user who will go to download this file, what name he will see. So here you can give here the name, that is for example new plain.jpg. Now let's try. Now I am going to send email with this attachment. So here I am going to refresh it again, and the mail will be sent with the attachment. So please wait for some times. Now you see that the message has been sent, and I am going to check. You see that the test subject, this is the new email. Here you see that in the top bar there is an attachment on showing, right? But in the previous email you see that there is no attachment, but in this email you see that the same email comes, same subject, same body, but there is an attachment. Click here, you will see that new plain.jpg comes. If you click on this photo, it is going to tell you where it will be uploaded. So I am going to save it in my desktop. Go to desktop, you see that this is the new plain.jpg. That means the email with attachment is working perfectly. So in this way you can easily send email using PHP with PHP mailer library.